example, at least 3 papers said, well, the people of Prop 37 should have tried to go through the legislature first. That's where it started. Well, of course, we've tried to go through the legislature first. In fact, it never got out of the Appropriations Committee in California, and 19 other states have introduced labeling laws in the last 12 months, but none got past Monsanto's influence, peddling, or lobbying. In fact, in Vermont and in Connecticut, Monsanto blatantly threatened lawsuits against the states if they passed a GMO labeling bill.
Let's talk about the money first, then we'll get back to the lies. One story I saw said that Monsanto had already put $7 million into it. DuPont, second biggest spender, almost $5 million. Dow, $2 million. The fact that the top 3 spenders in the anti-37 forces are all chemical companies would seem to be a relevant factor. Why is it that the chemical companies are the ones putting up the big money?
Well, they're the ones that create the genetically modified seeds. So the 5 major genetically modified food food companies are Monsanto, DuPont, which owns Pioneer Hybrid, Dow, Syngenta, and Bayer. And they're all up in there as some of the top companies that like Monsanto, DuPont. PepsiCo is way up there. BASF is also developing GMOs, and they're a big supporter. And Syngenta and then Kraft and Coca-Cola and Nestle's and ConAgra and General Mills and Kellogg's and Smithfield and Del Monte. All the big food are there. And it's interesting. You know why the biotech industry is there? Because if people can get a choice about voting with their dollars and avoiding GMOs, many people will. 53% of Americans say they would avoid genetically modified ingredients if the brands were labeled. So Monsanto and others are pouring in the money so that they don't lose market share. The other companies are blatantly trying to keep their own consumers in the dark so that their consumers, the people that buy Coke and Pepsi, will never know that they're eating genetically modified high fructose corn syrup or beet sugar or whatever else they put in there.
Tell me what 37 says. I don't live in California. I know there are probably a lot of different stories being told about what it would actually do. What would it do?
Well, if you use genetically engineered ingredients intentionally, then you would have to label it to say that it's made through a process of genetic engineering or maybe made through a process of genetic engineering. Now, this would be for basically grocery store products sold in supermarkets where you have a direct derivative of one of the 8 genetically modified food crops. And if new crops get on the market, then it has to label that. Or if the animals like salmon become genetically engineered, you'd have to label that. It does not require labeling in restaurants, which normally don't label foods anyway. It does not require labeling for alcoholic beverages, which normally does not have nutrition labeling either. It does not require milk and meat from animals that are fed GMOs to be labeled, and that's basically because of the law. If you have a proposition, you can only